You put faith in humans, I put mine on G-O-D. Just got 5 missed calls on a Sunday, don't you know I'm on D&D. And I can't do Adam and Eve, spirit is willing, flesh is weak. Sin try keep me down in prison, but you know Jesus sets me free. On Monday I keep my faith, and we make it to the weekend. On Tuesday I keep my faith, and we make it to the weekend. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday evening, I won't stop till I stop breathing. People change, God's the same, keep my faith in every season. And I'm still trying to keep my faith, but I don't know who's real and fake. Cause everyone's there when the sun is shining, but who's there when it rains? And we all can't be the same, so God tell me which one's the snake. 100 prayers don't mean that you love me, show me you're real and keep the faith.
What is going on, y'all? We are back with another video, finally. I really didn't plan on making a video today, but I was just like, you know what? I haven't picked up the camera in a while because, well, number one, I didn't have the camera for a few days. And then last week I was going to record, but I was like, you know what? I'm not feeling it. But today, it's Friday. It's Friday morning. I don't have work until later on this evening. So I was just like, you know what? I'm going to pick up the camera today. Just, you know, chit chat for a little bit. And y'all, I'm not going to lie. This week has been like one of those like really off weeks. I don't know if it's like whatever's in the air or sickness going around or whatever, but I've just been feeling very off lately. And this is why, like, I've been so tired, feeling fatigued this week and last week during, you know, my workouts during the day. I did last week or the week before did go on like a caffeine detox, which, you know, I needed that because I realized that, you know, even though I do drink 1 cup of coffee every morning, you know, it comes to a point where, you know, you're taking in caffeine, but your body's like, it's not reacting to caffeine the way that it should. And so that was me all last week and the week before. I was just feeling very tired, very fatigued. I felt like I was crashing during most of the day. And I was like, yeah, let's take a little break. But if you have ever gone on a caffeine detox, the hardest thing is getting through those first like 2-3 days, because you get the caffeine headache, you feel like you're having a caffeine withdrawal and stuff like that. So I did a little detox for a while, and then yeah, I kind of like picked up drinking coffee again, but it's like not as often. But anyways, trying to stay on topic. But yeah, as I was saying, like these past couple weeks, I've just been feeling very fatigued and other things. That it's also too because of my work schedule. I work in the morning, during the afternoon, and during the evening time. So it's like my schedule is so like fluctuated, you know, and I've been trying to find pockets of time to go into the gym and train, which it hasn't been difficult, but it's like on the days where I have to go straight after work and then you're feeling very tired and stuff like that. And so it just messes up my flow of things. But I mean, it's all good things though. But still, it's like around this time of year, I always like the seasons changing, weather changing and stuff like that. It just messes up my body altogether. So I'm trying to get adjusted. And two, I don't know why, I haven't been sleeping very well either. It's like one day I'll be falling asleep around like 9:30. And then there are days I won't be falling asleep till like midnight, but I have to be up at 4 o'clock in the morning, which is like some bullshit. But you know, it is what it is. But anyways, I am going to get my backpack ready and let's head to the gym and do some clean and jerks today. All right, we're building up to 85% today. And then doing a couple sets at 80%. Mm-hmm. Huh?
Slow down, man.
Oh, fuck! Yeah. Oh, there we go. Alright, well, technically I went past my 85%, so not bad. So I'm gonna do a drop set at 80% and then accessories.
Oh wait, that was a drop set. Okay, I was like,
Yeah, I was like, but still. I hope those are right. Like I've never done floating clean pulls before, so I'm like, I hope that's right, because they don't feel right. Accessories. I'm supposed to be doing pull-ups or chin-ups or whatever, but I mean, we'll see how my shoulder feels, but do some Arnold press instead. That's all I got, -3. That's it. Ow. All right, guys, we are finally back home. I mean, I've been back home for a minute. I just FaceTimed my sister and did some other things, and I almost forgot to record, but it's okay. Today's session actually went really, really good. My cleaning actually felt really good this morning because all week I've been missing jerks left and right. It's just because probably like I'm not really like activating my upper body like I should. And then I did some accessories, and I've been doing that a lot more often now. It's like not like I haven't been doing that like I used to. And so, you know, my body's feeling really good today, especially after yesterday. So yeah, today was a very good day. But mostly I wanted to talk today about this video that popped up on my feed on my YouTube channel the other day. It was a guy, and he said like, hey, if you're watching this video, this is meant for you to see and meant for you to hear. And I was just like, okay, it's probably another one of those videos. And he said never, and it was a good word, because I was sitting there, I was just like, you know, maybe I'm on the right path for life right now. And he basically, in the words of, never doubt the journey that God has you on. Right now, he is taking you down on a path that he knows that you're going to be able to, you know, foresee, stay on the road of righteousness, whether if it is, you know, bad in between, or you're questioning whether or not, you know, why am I in this part of my life right now that I'm on? Never doubt God's reasoning for you and your life, because he wouldn't put you on the path that you're supposed to be on if he knows that you couldn't handle it. And I was just like, damn, that is true. And why am I saying that is because, you know, as you go on a fitness journey, and I'm using this as like for life, because right now for me, I'm technically in my last year of my 20s. Next year I turn 30. And I've reflected what I've been doing for the past several years. Like, I've been on this fitness journey, and, you know, I'm having a great time on my fitness journey. Like, obviously there are some highs and some lows. Yeah, I had an injury previously and, you know, stuff like that. But it's just like, you know, why is there certain things happening in my life right now? But it's at the same time, it's like, I can't question it. I don't want to question it, because all things happen for a reason. And so what I'm going to say to you guys is this, because we are just a couple months away from the new year. 2026 is already almost upon us, which is crazy. People ask me all the time, you know, how I stay disciplined on my fitness journey, especially in the beginning. So I was going to give you guys a few tips on that. One thing that has helped me throughout the years, especially like me being on year 7 on my fitness journey, there's one thing that has helped me, and that is making sure that I am staying self-disciplined. I think that's the biggest thing. Having the mental capacity to stay disciplined during your fitness journey. And that's where a lot of people fall off, is that, you know, for me, for a couple years now, and this has been like, well, actually, no, this has been since 2022. I had to rearrange my whole entire work schedule. This is when I was working my 9 to 5. But it wasn't a 9 to 5. It was actually a 7 to 3, 7 to 4. I couldn't work out in the evening time like I wanted to. And, you know, the only way I could get my workouts in when I was actually really doing CrossFit was I had to get up at 4 a.m. to go work out at 5. Now, did I want to do it? No. But did I have no choice? No, I did not. Because at that time I was also working another evening job. So I had no time to go to the gym in the evening time like I wanted to. But I had to mentally say to myself, okay, I am going to get up at 4 o'clock. I am going to be at the gym by 4:45 so I can start my warm up and start my workout at 5 o'clock. Once you discipline yourself and get into that routine, then it's just clockwork. Get up, gym, work, and then it just repeats, recycles. And so have that self-discipline to tell yourself, okay, I am going to go to the gym. I'm going to get my workout in, but you have to act on that discipline. And so that is going to be the next part. So another tip also too that has helped me is holding yourself accountable for the things that you say that you're going to do. And this is a funny one because out of my friend groups, a lot of my friends tell me that, Deja, we love you, but at the same time, we hate you at the same time. I'm just like, for what? It's because you are the friend that holds us accountable for shit when we say we're going to do something and then you come around and be like, hey, did you do what you're supposed to do? Because that's just the nature of me. Because for me being a former college athlete, I have always had to hold myself accountable, not just my coaches holding me accountable, but for myself as well. I had to hold myself accountable to make sure that I got in the gym, got shots up when we didn't have time to do all that in practice. So it's good to have somebody in your corner, especially when you're starting out on a fitness journey, holding you and yourself accountable. So I always say this all the time, always have your goals right there in front of you. And now when I say goals, I mean attainable goals. Not like, oh, I want to lose 50 pounds in 2 weeks. That's not going to work. Because with the fitness journey, and I'll get into, and that's going to be my next tip, holding yourself accountable, but also to keeping this in the back of your mind, a fitness journey takes time. Meaning that a fitness journey is not a sprint. It is a marathon. Holding yourself accountable every single day to what you say you're going to do, especially if you're going to work out. Now, for me, I train. I have to hold myself accountable to make sure, hey, I have to do my Oli lifting at least 4 days a week, sometimes 5. And so now since I'm getting into CrossFit again, just to maintain cardio and stuff, I have to now go into the gym and make sure that, hey, I'm going to do my CrossFit workout at least 1 day a week. Now, depending on what day that is, I don't know. It depends on my work schedule. But again, holding yourself accountable and being acceptive of accountability and not blaming other people for like, hey, well, this is the reason why I didn't go to the gym. You can say all the excuses in the world, like, oh, I don't have time to get up. I don't have time to get up in the morning, or I don't have time to do this or that. If you're wanting to make a difference in your life, or especially like wanting to get into the gym, accountability doesn't accept excuses. And yeah, you'll learn that the hard way, but accountability does not accept excuses. So just keep that in mind. And then the last thing, which I think personally, this is like the biggest one in my opinion, it's never forgetting why you started your fitness journey. Never forget why. Because my story is that I always was, underweight. I was very skinny for where I was in my life, for my age and stuff like that, because I was a basketball player. Obviously, like for basketball players, you had to be very lean, but you could still put a little bit of muscle on. But the thing was, for me, it was just like, I wanted to maintain my strength. Like I was strong enough already, but I wanted to step up my strength a little bit more. And so that's why I was like, okay, I'm going to get in. I got into CrossFit full time, but then I was like, you know what? CrossFit, I can maintain it, but I want to do something more. So that's why I decided to do Olympic weightlifting, and I've kept that ever since. But I always remember why I started my journey. And that's the thing with some people. They start a fitness journey, but then they fall off because, again, the excuses, not holding yourself accountable, not seeing what your goals are in front of you. And I have clients all the time that get frustrated, especially in the beginning stages of a fitness journey. And the beginning stages are actually the hardest hump to get over, because you feel good. You're like, all right, I'm getting in the gym. I'm doing at least something almost every day, 3 to 4 days a week. And then you start to tail off a little bit because you're getting back into your old habits. And with a fitness journey, it's not just changing yourself physically, it's changing your whole entire lifestyle, changing your mental, your spiritual, your emotional. And I said, yeah, it's your physical self, but there's a lot more that goes into it. And here's the thing. Being on a fitness journey or starting out a fitness journey, the start is not the hard part. It's the main maintenance of it, keeping it maintained. And the thing is like the actual fitness journey itself, it's not the difficult part. It's knowing that you have to change your lifestyle. You have to change your mindset. You have to change your attitude, your energy towards what's important and what's not. That's the part that people have an issue grasping, because a lot of people, and this is in society today, a lot of people aren't accustomed to change. A lot of people aren't willing to change their habits. So people aren't willing to change their lifestyles. Like, for example, for me, and this was during really the pandemic and stuff like that, I consumed a lot more alcohol than I was supposed to. Not to say that I was alcoholic, but it was just like, I drank more than I should have. Because, we were stuck in the apartment, couldn't go nowhere. And so, I had to tell myself, okay, I'm going to cut back on a lot of things. So I cut back on fried foods. I cut back definitely on alcohol. I cut back on, sugars and all that stuff like that, processed foods. There was a lot of changes that I had to do in order for me to get to where I say I was. And yes, change is hard. Change is not fun. But if it's something that you're willing to sacrifice for the better for your life, then obviously it's going to be for the better. And so with your fitness journey, y'all, and especially if you're wanting to start one in the new year, or start one now so you can go into the new year on a better note, those changes are going to happen sooner rather than later. And again, some people aren't accustomed to change. It happens. We're human. But at the end of the day, if you're wanting to make better for your life, you're gonna have to make some sacrifices, and it's okay if you're afraid of it. But again, never, ever, ever forget your why on why you started your fitness journey, because it's not for nobody else. It's not for your spouse. It's not for your mama. It's not for any of your friends around you. Your fitness journey is for you and you only. And if people have an issue with that, if people judge you for that, then they're insecure about themselves, because you are doing better for your life. So always keep that in the back of your mind. Nobody's going to understand what the changes that you make in your life but you and God. And that's it. So just always have that in the back of your mind. Okay, sorry for my soapbox. But that was on my heart, because, it's around this time where everybody's just like, all right, the new year's coming. What is it that we need? What is it that I need to do to make sure that, I'm in a good space? And so, like I said, guys, at the end of the day, never forget your reasons why you do what you do. Never forget the reasons why you're on the journey that you're on, and never doubt God's plan and God's will for you, because he has you on the righteous path that he knows for sure that he knows that you can handle. And never question God's judgment. Just don't do it. But other than that, y'all, I am going to go eat, because I just got paid today. So I'm going to go to the cafe around the corner, go get me some breakfast, and then I'm going to finish out the rest of my day. So right now it is 11:01 on the dot. So, yeah. But other than that, y'all, I'm going to try to be consistent on videos. I keep saying that, but, there just be days where I just don't feel like picking up the camera. But today I kind of felt like it. So, yeah, get some work done today, and then, chill. Since I can't work out tomorrow, which I really would love to work out on a Saturday, but I motherfucking can't, but it's all right. But anyways, y'all, have a blessed day. Enjoy your weekend if you're seeing this on a Friday or whatever. But like I say, y'all, be you, and then nobody else can judge you but you. And keep going on the path that you're on. All right, y'all. I will see you guys on the next video.